Today I'm showing off some of my winter garden. These are my elderberries. I have 2 elderberries here. These put off a lot of fruit. I have a pretty good story about elderberries, and the first time I ever tried them, of course, I ate them raw. And they're delicious raw, but poisonous. So, note to self. After that, I started making tinctures and a couple other things with them, and I gotta say, delicious. Right here, one of my favorite, most underestimated flower out there is the Nasturtium. This is the Bloody Mary Nasturtium. You can see it's doing quite well. I love this plant. One of the many reasons is this entire plant is edible. The branches, the flower itself, the roots, everything about the plant. I've cut some of the bigger branches up and used them in stir fries, and they are absolutely delicious. The flowers, very spicy. I got some onions and some parsley. Here I got some strawberries that are going and lemon balm. I have that, and I'm going to be harvesting this soon and making some bug spray from it. Here I got a little cilantro. I got a thistle growing. My cactus. Nice leafy greens there. I think it's some butter lettuce. This just keeps popping up year after year. And you can see a little Swiss chard actually coming through as well. My mustard plant, I want to show this thing off. This thing is pretty awesome. Huge leaves. This thing's been alive for at least 2 years now. And I just keep cutting off the branches and eating them and enjoying them. And it's really delicious. These are called black sorbets. And these are another really tasty one. The thing is there's just not much to it, but they are beautiful, they're cool to grow, and they attract bees. It's March here. I don't know where you're at and what's growing there, but right here is my purple cabbage. Found this one in San Francisco, and it grew really well, like next to sea cliffs. It's just like a hardy one, and I've been eating this one for at least 3 years now, and it just keeps getting better. You can see those big branches, and you can see how I've just been like trimming it up, and it's growing into a tree, and that's just the way I saw it. This patch here, this is chamomile. This is going to produce a lot of flowers. I'll pick the first couple ones, and then I'll probably build up to a giant harvest, and then take them all and save it for tea. And then around these, since these will be coming up, I have potatoes that are also planted in here that should be shooting up any time now. Here I got my pond, and I got some fish in there, a couple snails, and some plants. I use this to water the garden once in a while. I also use it to put back into the compost pile. My compost pile I get asked about a lot. It's not really that sophisticated. There's a lot of right ways to do this. However, what I do is, you can see I have 3 bins here. All of these have red worms in them. And you can use a lot of different kinds of worms. When you go through mine, you don't have to go really far, in order to find a couple. There's a guy here. Oh, 2 guys. What I do is something called lasagna. As I build up my compost, I will start adding all different types of layers to it. This could be paper. I have a piece of garlic, paper towels that I use. Some of the Nasturtium that I ripped out, it wasn't really producing or doing much, so I got rid of it. And you can see some of my weeds. All different types of things. Tea bag that I had a couple days ago. This all goes in here, and I'll mix it with dirt every so often. I'm going to sprinkle some more on it. And this dirt that I'm putting on it is a mixture of worm castings and other dirt that I've recycled from my garden. This stuff is great. This is what I feed back to my garden. And this is just about ready. I will start using this summer. And what I'll do is start feeding it back to all of these through replacing some of the dirt in the pots, but I will also feed it back to them using a series of compost tea. what do you do with your garden? Do you have much?